Hello again, thank you for joining me on my channel. Today I'm doing a reading for you entitled, Does he really love me? Or does she really love you? Do they really love you? Let's pick a set of cards. We're not doing any credits or theme tunes. We'll go for the blue one with this beautiful crystal on it, and we're going to pick a card reading, 4 decks of cards for you to choose from. And this is a timeless reading, which means you can find it today or next year. It doesn't matter. When you find it, it will be because your spirit guides want you to find it at that moment. So these have been shuffled already, but we'll give them a little bit more. We'll do 4 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does he really love you? Does she really love you? We'll find out. Are you sure you want to know? My name is David Charles, international psychic medium, coming to you from beautiful North Devon by the sea in England in the UK. Here's your 4 stacks of cards. We'll number these 1, 2, 3 and 4. All you have to do is choose a number. Go with your intuition, use your psychic ability, relax. Some people like to meditate, some people like to pause the video or ask their friends. 1, 2, 3 or 4. Maybe your lucky number. And once you've chosen your number, we'll carry on. I'll put the timestamps below in case you chose a higher number. You can go straight to it then. Right, does he really love you? Let's see if I've counted these right today. Following that, we'll do some oracle cards for you to confirm the reading I'm about to give you with each of you. Let's find out. We often find with these readings that there may be things that you didn't know and a lot of things you already do know. What I'm going to do, number 1, if you chose number 1, is tell you all the bad stuff first and keep the lovely stuff till the end. So stay with me till the end, because this gets good. It starts off a bit iffy. Does he really love you? What do you think? I believe there's a few problems surrounding this that may be causing some friction between you. Doesn't mean he doesn't love you, but we'll come to that at the end. For a start off, I know it comes up a lot in these readings, but I've got to tell you the pregnancy in this reading, number 1. Could be you, could be your girlfriend, could be someone close by, could be your partner's sister, but there's somebody nearby who will soon announce that they are pregnant. So you may know right now who's trying for a baby, who's trying to become pregnant, and they may have some good news coming soon. That's not negative for you, but it's just something I've got to tell you. The negatives for you, number 1, are very few. There are a few indications of some backstabbing, a bit of jealousy around you. Do you know where that's coming from? I think you may do, number 1. There may be somebody around you who is not true when you're not around. If you're a girl, it will almost certainly be female. If you're a chap, it's probably one of your mates or so-called friends. But there may be somebody that's out to get you. I'm not overemphasizing that, it sounds dramatic, but they may be a bit naughty behind your back and sticking the knife in when you're not around. I don't think, number 1, you've had it easy recently in your love life, that is. In fact, I don't think you've had it easy throughout your life. I think you've had troubles with romance. That is about to change, as I'll tell you near the end. At the moment, your love life may be linked to your career. So if you're looking for a new lover, it may be that when you change your career, which some of you are doing, your new lover will be there and you may meet him because of your work. Maybe not at work, but because of your work. I think you're highly skilled, number 1, a lot of you, and I don't think you appreciate it, how good you are. And I think some of you are very, very sought after for your skills. So there may be some skills that not many people have. But to me, number 1, it appears that you're looking out for something to come your way, and I think a lot of you already have it. Not all of you. This won't resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate with you, ignore what doesn't and take in what does. Or you can have a full reading with me on the telephone from anywhere in the world. Go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com, and if you go there, you can book me and you can email me privately. If I'm not free to do your reading, one of my team that work for me will help, and they're very good because I only have the best working for me. At the moment, number one, I think you're seeing some growth coming soon in your romantic situation. Things are growing stronger. I don't think that the lover we're looking at is giving you as much love as you would like him or her to do. That will change. That will change, I'm convinced. But I'll tell you about that near the end. As I said, it looks to me as though you're searching for something, number one, that you may already have. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking into your eyes. Do you know what I mean? I think you may do, some of you. I think you're searching for things you've already got. You feel that it's not enough, but it is. You're just not appreciating it. I think people think, not just lovers, I think people think a lot more of you than you realise, and you're very much more popular than you realise. So if you're staying in, alone on the shelf, there's no need for it. You're quite a popular person. Just because I picked up backstabbing doesn't mean that everybody's like that. As I said, you have not had it easy recently in your love life, and I don't think you've ever had an evenly flowing love life, or not for quite a while. I think you've been through quite a bit. That is about to change, as I said. Let me tell you some positives. Not much to do with romance, but there seems to be some financial improvement coming, which is not the case in these troubled times as I do this filming today with COVID-19 about. A lot of people are struggling financially, but there seems to be, number one, some financial improvement, and that may be linked to your love life, because that's what the reading is about. Does he really love you? The spirit world are about to give you what you want. That's what I'm told. That's the good news. I think you're appreciated. I think you have qualities. Without patronizing you, I think, number one, that you have some special, very special qualities that other people don't possess. I can't tell you exactly what they are. A lot of these readings show that the querent, which is you, number one, are quite psychic, which everybody is to a certain extent, but that's not it this time. You have other qualities that people find adorable, really. They like it. And I think, again, you'll know what they are, number one, and you need to have a bit more belief in yourself when it comes to using these qualities to enhance your romantic situation and your love life. As the reading is called, Does He Really Love You? I'm not really convinced, number one, that you're giving out much love yourself. So are you being a bit guarded? I think the love is in your heart, but you're sort of, what's the word, restricting it. You're being more reserved, and maybe, and you're maybe rationing the amount of love that you let out, or the amount of love that you show. I think the amount of love that you show is not the same as the amount of love you feel for this particular person that we're interested in today. However, if you play your cards right, probably where the saying came from, your love life will improve. But there are a few things you need to do. I think you need to be more confident in yourself. I think if you're trying for a baby, that will be part of this, because it could be you. If you're pregnant, it will be part of it. I think you need to believe in yourself and your qualities, because you are good enough for anybody, number one. And I mean anybody. So don't ever think that this person is too good for you, because they are not. Categorically, they are not. So if you do what I'm saying to you, raise your self-confidence, believe in yourself, remember the qualities that you have that other people don't have. I don't know exactly what they are, but they're definitely in this reading from the spirit world are saying to me that you have some special gifts. I wonder if you know what they are, number one. The spirit world will give you, within the next few weeks or months, what you want as far as love goes. If you don't want love, then that will be it. You won't get it. If you do want love, it's coming. It appears to me that the spirits are offering you the choice. Stay as you are and plod along with the romance. Maybe stay as you are and plod along with no romance, or allow yourself some self-belief so that you can give love out and receive love in. very powerful emotion, love. So it's not something I talk about flippantly in these readings. It is important, especially considering, number one, that some of you are pregnant, or you're trying to be pregnant, and I think a lot of you will be very soon. As I said, you can get a full reading on this by going to davidcharlespsychic.com, and you can call me on the phone from anywhere in the world. As it stands, number one, I think you've got some really, really positive stuff here, and I hope that you're enjoying this because we haven't finished yet. I said we'd do the best stuff at the end. The reading, to me, indicates that Spirit will give you what you want. I want to find out now if the Oracle cards agree with what I've been telling you. And here they are. They've been shuffled repeatedly, and I need the glasses for this. You have to read these. So, the Oracle card, the first one is an Earth card. Heal the critic within your mind. There you are. And your body will grow stronger with every day. I don't know what these cards are coming up, but they've been shuffled. Excuse me. This one says to you, heal the critic in your mind. So you're criticizing yourself, or you're doubting yourself, exactly as this reading shows me from the spirit world. So, heal the critic within yourself, and your body will grow stronger every day. That doesn't mean just your physical body, it means everything about you, number one. This is a very, very positive reading, and I wish all of my readings were like this, because it seems to me that unlike some love affairs, it's either yes or no, yes or no. This reading today, number one, the spirits are offering you the choice. So you're at a really important stage in your life. If you're trying to be pregnant, it will be important. If you're already pregnant, it will be very important. Some of you, I think, are not only pregnant, but you're due to give birth very soon. And one or two of you, number one, may find that you may have the baby a little bit early, or that you've got your dates mixed up. Maybe a little bit premature. Nothing to worry about, but there could be some mix up with your dates, because I think if you're pregnant, this little baby may come sooner than you think. So get ready. Let's try the second oracle. I usually do 4 of these. Another Earth card. See your circumstances as a blessing because they offer the chance to grow. See your circumstance. It is a blessing, isn't it? As I said. See your circumstances as a blessing because they offer you a chance to grow. If you want it. This is about love and romance. They offer you a chance to grow your love life. I'm strangely in this reading, number one, not picking up the actual person, because we usually get that. But I'm not going to make it up. If it's not here, he or she, then I won't make it up. So I know that you know who it is. So that's good enough for me. So see your circumstances as a blessing. If you think you're in trouble, you're not. It's a blessing. Your predicament or your situation now is a blessing, as this reading points out. It's offering you the chance to grow. If you choose to, you don't have to. This one's an air card, number one. A neighbour holds the key to your next project. Keep in touch. What a beautiful card. What about it? Can you see that from there? A neighbour holds the key to your next project. Keep in touch. Well, the neighbour holds the key is not the person who's doing the backstabbing, that's for sure. The person doing the backstabbing is a bit jealous, and I think for a lot of you, number one, they're jealous of your beauty. And that doesn't mean just physical beauty, it means that you have beauty within. So you have charisma, you have maybe physical beauty as well, but the beauty from you is inside you, number one, which it is with most people, and somebody is a little bit jealous. Take no notice, don't let it hurt you, don't let it hurt your self-confidence. But don't be paranoid either, because if you don't know what it is, I don't want you worrying about it. But this reading is all matching up, the oracle cards are matching what I've told you. Somebody holds the key to your next project, keep in touch with them. You will know who that is. Last one, number 3, another earth card, number 1, sorry. That's a beautiful picture. Butterfly and some clover. Good things will happen when you give yourself some of the love you give to others. This is telling you, number 1, that you need to love yourself. This comes up in so many readings, and it's true. You need to love you. If you don't love yourself, they say, how can anybody else love you? I'm not entirely sure I agree with that, but I think you need to love yourself, number one. Good things will happen when you learn to give yourself love, the same as you give love to others. So go easy on yourself, number one. This reading, to me, is fantastic because it shows optimism all around. If you want a full reading with me, go to davidcharlespsychic.com. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. It does mean a lot to me. A special thank you to those of you alone watching this, especially if you're lonely. That means an awful lot to me that you make the effort to watch my videos. Click the bell icon, click subscribe. What else is there? Tell your friends, and please comment below down there. If you don't want to comment down there in public, go to my website and you can email me privately and I will answer all my emails. I always do, all of them. Thank you so much, number one, for watching that. We're going to get ready now to move on to number two. If you chose number two, this one is for you. Let's take a look. Does he really love you, or does she really love you? That's the question. Thank you for sticking with me. If you chose number two, my name's David Charles, international psychic medium, coming to you from North Devon, beautiful North Devon in England and the UK. And it's a gorgeous day. And these cards are what we call a timeless reading, so you can find this reading today or next year. It doesn't matter when you find it, you'll find this reading when the spirits want you to find it. So there will be, number two, a message in here for you somewhere. You chose number two, the spirit guides helped you. There'll be a message here for you somewhere. It won't all resonate with you, so take in what does and ignore what doesn't. Right, I'll tell you the bad stuff first, the negative stuff first, and the really good stuff right at the end. So stay with me because we keep the best till last. Does he really love you? Well, for a start off, the negatives include quarrels, arguments, and a little bit of bickering. There may have been recently some arguments, number two. Hope you don't mind me calling you number two, so I don't know your first name. But number two, there may have been some arguments, bickering, or there may still be some to come. So watch out for that, because that's something with most readings, the spirits will say, if you argue, you're going to lose. So at the moment, avoid quarrels, avoid arguments. If you had these arguments already, it's a good idea for you to sort them out, to contact each other if you haven't, if you stop contacting, and get these arguments put into perspective, because they're always over nothing, and you probably can't even remember what started it. But there may be some arguments to come. With all readings, 99 out of 100 readings, if you argue, the warning is that you won't win. So you're just wasting your time. This of course means that if other people are arguing as well around you, you should keep out of that. Don't get dragged into arguments at work. Don't get dragged into arguments about love, because this is a love reading, okay? It means that the reading is called Does He Love You? But you may find your friends are arguing about their lover and they want you to help. Your best really at the moment is to keep out of arguments. You can advise them by all means, but don't get dragged into arguments, because you end up getting the blame sometimes. Now you're getting here, number two, the signs and signals of an ending. Now I'm not saying that your love affair is about to end, but it can mean that. An ending in a reading can be quite sad. It can be the end of a job, but it is a love reading. It could be the end of a romance. It can also mean the end of a problem in your romance. An ending in a reading can be quite sad, as I mentioned, I think, but it can also be very exciting, because an ending in any part of your life means a new beginning, signified here by the major arcana Death card, which tends to frighten people unnecessarily. The Death card means the end of something, usually the end of a problem, so it's usually a good card. The Death card means a brand new start. It doesn't mean that there is going to be a death. Unless on the rare occasion you're already expecting one, then there could be a bereavement. But usually the Death card is very positive, because you're clearing out the rubbish from the past. In a love thing, this is. and you're entering something brand new. You may be getting rid of all the rubbish and starting something new in your love life, which is very exciting. Sometimes it means that you're dealing with your lover's past and his ex-wife or her ex-husband, and without hurting anyone, you're removing that section from your existence, preparing yourselves, both of you, to move forward. However, there are these little niggly problems. You've got some karma coming, number 2, which means that you're going to get what you deserve. Now, if that's a problem, it's because you've done something to give you bad karma. I don't believe that's the case with most of you. There may be 1 or 2 of you. But karma means you're about to get exactly what you've been, well, you're going to reap what you've sown. You're going to get rewarded for good stuff that you've done, or you're going to feel the karma for bad stuff if you've done things that are bad. I believe, looking into your eyes, number 2, that your karma is good. And I know that you think the same. Well, I hope you do. So, new beginnings, karma, you'll get what you deserve. It does mean also, karma, that anyone that's been bad to you is going to get what they deserve as well. So if your lover has been spiteful or nasty, I'm afraid they will pay. There's no negotiating. We all get karma, everybody. If you think karma's not real, think again, because it really is. And karma comes to all of us. May not be the same week you do something good or bad. It could be 10 years later, but it comes. I always believe that people nearly always get karma about twice a year, same as they get high points in their psychic activity. So there's a man around you that's aggressive. If you're a girl, it's a man. If you're a man, it could be a lady. Aggressive's the wrong word, I shouldn't say that. Irritating, bad-tempered, and sometimes rushing forward when they're not wanted. And this person could be the lover we're looking at. It could also be the lover's friend who is a nuisance and causing problems. And you do not need this kind of thing at the moment. You don't need it ever, in fact. So this irritating person could be you, number 2. I could be picking up you, but he or she is in this reading and they need to calm down a bit. In fact, you need to calm down a bit, number 2, because you're a bit stressed at the moment, which is the way the world is these days. Everyone gets stress problems. So let's tell you some of the good stuff now. There's a man around you, if you're a lady, that is quite solid. If you're a man, it will be a girl similar. Or if you're looking for same sex, it will be someone the same sex. However, this person is solid, skillful, respected. Am I picking up you, number 2? Am I picking up your lover? Or is it a professional you're seeking out help from? Or is it the local vicar that's going to marry you? Or the registrar at the registry office? There's a person in this reading you're consulting for professional reasons, and if that's not the case, then it could be your lover. So this person is respected. They do a job that people want. They do a job that not everyone could do. If you're a girl, I said it will probably be a man. If you're a man, it's probably going to be a woman. But there's some kind of officialdom around them. And that's a good thing. It may sound a bit iffy, but it's not. It's a good thing. It's not shown to me from the spirit world as a negative. This reading heralds new beginnings with the end of an era. You're putting the rubbish out. Like when you're waiting for the bin men to turn up, you're putting the rubbish out the night before. You're putting the rubbish out of your life, number 2, into the past, where it belongs, and that's where it must stay. Once you put this mess, whatever it is, and you'll know what it is, once you put it into your past, you must leave it there. Don't keep dragging it back up, because then you're going to get the arguments again. Once again, some of you, number 2, will know what this means. It won't apply to all of you. If it doesn't apply to you and you want a full-length reading with me on the telephone, go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com. I'll talk to you anywhere in the world on the telephone from beautiful Devon in England. If I'm not free on the website, one of my team that work for me will help you, and they're good because I only employ the best, the very best, the elite. If you want to message me privately, you can email me on my website and I answer all my emails. That's davidcharlespsychic.com. So, appears to me, number 2, because of love, and I don't understand why, but because of this love situation, there's a lump sum of money coming your way. Is your lover giving you a present, I wonder? Is your birthday coming up, or Christmas, something? But a lump sum of money is coming your way, and a double message here, another message from Spirit about a new beginning. So there's two strong messages about changes for you, number two, and they are positive. I said the good stuff's coming near the end. I believe that a lover, your lover, I hope, is about to come up with something very special. This could be a proposal of marriage. It could be an idea that you have together that he or she proposes, maybe try for a baby or something like that. It could be an engagement ring. It could be let's move in together. But something important is coming via a love message. It's not just let's go to the restaurant for a meal. This is much more important than that. So there's something coming. I believe, number two, that most of you have a lover that is very, very romantic. A really, really nice person, especially if you're a girl and this is a man we're looking at. I believe the person may travel extensively. If not now, then in the future. Maybe they're asking you to travel with them. But the person is making you an offer. They may be giving you a gift. Number two, this is a very special time. And it's coming soon as you put all the past to bed and you wake up to a brand new future. It's so exciting. I thought number one was good, but this is very good reading. If you've got some bad karma coming, deal with it because it's coming. But I believe, as I said earlier, that your karma is good. Expect a new beginning. The question here is, does the person love you? I believe the answer is yes. I believe that not only do they love you, number two, but a lot of you, they actually worship you. They adore you. They will, if you allow them to, treat you like a princess, or a prince if you're a chap. But the person loves you. That's my answer. That's what the reading is giving me. That's what the spirit guides are giving me. That this person, despite what you may have reservations, this person will love you, treat you like a princess, open doors for you, buy you flowers and chocolates, shower you with love and gifts, if you let them. Some girls and blokes don't like that. They don't like being almost kind of smothered, but that's not the right word. But the person, it's not smothering you, so don't think it is. I think they just want to show you they adore you. And I'm very pleased that this, I'm glad you stayed with me till the end, because we're going to do the oracle cards now to see if they match all this. New beginnings, the end of an old era, end of rubbish, get rid of it, a serious offer or gift coming to you or both, some money and a new start, which can sometimes mean a new job. Let's see if the oracle cards back up what I've said. You have to read these. They've been shuffled, so I don't know what's coming here. This is a fire card, which says to me, for you, ignite the fire within you that connects you to the divine. Ignite the fire within you. So you may be reserving your love, I think I mentioned. Love is burning in you like a fire, just waiting to be lit up, waiting for you to ignite it. Do it. That's what the reading is saying, and that's what I believe you should do. Ignite the fire within you that connects you to the divine. The divine is something of beauty, spiritual, that is almost indescribably beautiful, as some of you are, number two, as well. So ignite the fire within you. Feel the passion. Let it flow. Don't hold these things back. This is a very special time of your life. Enjoy it. Doesn't matter if you're 15 or 50 or 60 or 70 or 80. It makes no difference whatsoever. Age is a number. It's a human invention. There's no such thing. Doesn't matter what your calendar says. Light the fire within you. Let's try the second one. Another fire card. That's interesting. You're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. There's no way I knew that was there. There you are. Can you see that? Not quite sure what it is. It's flames and it looks like the ocean. Could be a volcano. You are experiencing enormous change right now. which brings great blessings, number 2. Embrace it, enjoy it, love it. It's a great time coming up. I believe sincerely, as I said, if you don't feel I'm answering everything, you can have a private reading on the phone with me from anywhere in the world. Just go to davidcharlespsychic.com. Let's take a look at the third oracle card. Special welcome to you, by the way, if you're alone watching this. I always say that because I appreciate that you may be lonely, and it means a lot to me that you bother watching my videos and go to the trouble. Help is coming, you just need to ask for it. There you are. I mentioned a person that you may go to, like a registrar or the vicar or something like that. Could be something like that. Help is coming. On a dark desert highway. You may know the song, and it's not quite dark. Help is coming, you just need to ask for it. If I don't know what that means, number 2, I know that you will know. I believe there's a person you're going to for advice who may be a professional that gives people advice for a living, or something like I mentioned, a vicar, registrar, could be a solicitor, something like that. They're very important. This could be your lover, of course. One more, number 2, this is number 4. It's an earth card. This isn't what you expected to happen, but trust that it's part of the plan. So what I'm telling you may not be what you expected. You may have expected me to say that he or she doesn't love you, but they do. This isn't what you expected to happen, but trust that it's part of the plan. A part of your plan, number 2. The plan that if you haven't made, then I suggest you start making it, because things are changing. You're getting rid of some rubbish, and you're opening up to a brand new, exciting future. And I'm so glad you stayed with me. Thank you so much, especially if you're on your own. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and then you'll get, well, if you click the bell icon as well, you'll get all my videos. You'll get notified when my videos come out, every few days usually. And make some comments below, please. If not, if you don't want to do that, email me on my website privately, I'll answer you there. But I answer all my comments, and I do appreciate you interacting with our team, all my followers. Share me with your friends on Facebook and all that stuff if you would like to. But mostly subscribe, please, because I need all the subscribers I can get, because they do help me to run the channel and give you these free readings. So thank you so much, number 2. We will get ready for number 3. Well, if you chose number 3, this next one is for you. Let's get straight on with it. Here we are, number 3, and this question today, the title is, does he really love you? Do they really love you? Do you really want to know? Let's find out. As always, I'm going to tell you the negatives first and the really good stuff at the end. So stay with me for the end, because that's the exciting part, number 3. Hope you don't mind me calling you number 3, because I don't know your first name. So, number 3, let's tell you the bad stuff. And a special welcome to you if you're alone or watching this and you're lonely. That does mean a lot to me that you're making the effort to watch my videos. And my name's David Charles, international psychic medium, coming to you from beautiful North Devon in England, in the UK. Thank you so much for watching this, because it's very good. This is a good reading, one of the best, I think. But I'll tell you the negatives first, and then at the end we do some oracle cards and see if they back up what I've told you. And they're shuffled, I don't know what they are. So, let me tell you the bad stuff first, number 3, about your love life. And it seems to me that you're making things harder than they should be, which is often the case, and we get this in so many readings. But I think, number 3, you're pushing water uphill, and you're doing everything the hard way when it comes to romance. So if there's problems, you may be inadvertently causing them, without meaning to, of course, by making things harder than they should be. You may be making demands that are not realistic. You may be doing things that are taking up your time. Maybe you're working too much. And which I have people that ring me that split up because the other partner works too much. And instead of being grateful for that, which I always think you should be, they get annoyed and they split up. But if you're working too much, number 3, it may be interfering with your love life, or you may be working for people around you, your friends, your family, taking on things that you shouldn't really take on too much. Of course, don't keep saying no to people, that wouldn't be nice, because you're such a giver. But remember not to make your love life suffer because you're too busy or too busy to see the wood for the trees. Don't make your love life more difficult. Don't put obstacles in the way of your romance that don't need to be there if you can help it. It's not easy, I know. You're getting advice from an older person. Well, not older, but they may be older, but they're certainly mature. I think the person is a parent, so he or she's been a good mum or dad when they were younger and still are now. This person giving advice could be your mum. It could be, if you're middle, a bit more mature, it could be your daughter. But somebody mature in themselves will be giving you advice about romance. Think who it is. I think, looking in your eyes, number 3, you know who this may be. Yes, I can see you, thank you. I'm just joking, of course. Anyway, number 3. I think you know who this person is. They're giving you advice. Listen to it because they're quite smart. Number 3, you're the first one today, I should say, when I'm picking up lots of psychic activities. So are you a bit psychic, number 3, yourself? It looks as though you are. And not only that, it looks as though you're entering a very high period, which I often say on these readings. I believe that high psychic activity comes to you about twice a year. So number 3, if you are, then it's a special time and you need to use it wisely, don't waste it. If your psychic activity is on a bit of a climax or a high point, then listen to your instincts. Go with your dreams, your daydreams. Trust your inner feelings, your inner vision. Don't think that things that keep happening that are strange and think, oh, that's a coincidence, because sometimes they're not coincidences, they're premonitions. And number 3, I believe that many of you, not all of you, this won't apply to all of you, but many of you are very psychic, especially at the moment, and you're inspired by the stars. The real ones, not the ones in the newspapers. The stars in the sky are inspiring you. So if you watch this video in the summer, which you could do, get out under the stars. Or if it's a nice winter's night, crispy night, look at the stars. This is a timeless reading. You'll find it when you're meant to. You can find it today or in 10 years from today. You'll find this reading when the Spirit wants you to find it. And if you found this reading today, number 3, there will be a message in here for you somewhere. Believe me. This reading is called, Do They Really Love You? I believe that the answer to that is not quite straightforward. I believe, number 3, that you're making this difficult for them. Doesn't mean they don't love you, but I believe they could love you more. I don't want to upset you, that's why I keep repeating it won't apply to all of you. Take in what applies or resonates and ignore the rest. Or have a different reading off my channel. There are dozens of love readings on there for you, and they're all timeless. So you need to use your intuition, number 3. Feel what's going on. Trust your instincts when you're asking people for advice or anything like that. If you feel there's something wrong in this romance, you have the intuitive gifts to fix it, okay? So just because the reading and the spirit messages imply that you're not getting as much love in as you could, does not mean that you won't in the coming weeks and months, because you can change things. I think, number 3, you need to back off a bit. Some of you need to backpedal a bit, ease off, don't put too much pressure on your lover, if that's what you're doing, and give them a chance to reciprocate, to love you how you'd like them to, because at the moment, I think there's a bit of a gap for some of you. Gap's probably not the right word. There's a bit of an imbalance. You may be giving more love out than you're receiving in. And that, as I said, it doesn't mean it won't come back, but it will. I think you're linked to somebody who is quite smart, quite intelligent. They may not be millionaires, but I think they're doing okay. I think this person is smart up here in their thoughts and their intelligence, and I think they're smart in the way they dress as well. I may be picking up you, number 3, or I may be picking up your lover. However, you feel, to me, I believe you feel, number 3, that something is missing. Before I even started this reading, I know that you feel that there's an element missing in this love thing. And if there is, when you feel an emptiness, it's usually love itself that's missing. And I think you may be blocking it a little bit without meaning to. You may be demanding too much. If it's a new romance, you may be demanding too much too soon, too quickly. If you're one of the water signs, then you may be the sort of person that falls in love very easily and very quickly. I'm not saying all water signs do that, but they are very loving people, most of them. That's what I am as well, of course. But if you're one of the water signs, it may be that you're falling head over heels in love quite quickly and that the other person hasn't quite caught up yet. There's a few things going on here that tell me that things are sort of getting in the way. Something's getting in the way that could be removed. It could be you being too demanding. It could be something else. I don't think it's money. I don't think it's finance. In fact, I think there's a lump sum of money coming to you, number 3. If you're struggling with money, I don't think that's the reason there could be a problem in your love life. It doesn't help, I know. But I think your psychic time is coming. You're on a high now. It's going to get stronger for the next few weeks at least. So use your intuition. Look at your daydreams. Take notice of your dreams when you're sleeping. As I always say, especially if they're repetitive. Repetitive dreams are the spirits repeating things because you're not getting it. So they keep repeating the dream and they're giving you messages, usually in code. Just because you see a car breaking down doesn't mean your car's going to break down. The dreams are coded almost like computer codes. So look out for that. I believe that you've got some good stuff coming. Maybe a lump sum of money coming. I think if you drop off and ease off your lover, you'll get more response. But what we'll do now is check out the oracle cards and see if they tally and see if they agree with what I've told you. They've all been shuffled, so I don't know what's coming. They may be nothing to do with it, but I think they will be. First one's an earth card. Need the glasses for this. Drop your mask and trust that what happens will help you more than help you move forward. I can't read this writing, it's very real writing. Drop your mask and trust that what happens will help you move forward. So if you have a mask on, metaphorically speaking, in other words, you may be projecting yourself as someone that you're not. It's funny, we're in the middle of the COVID thing and everyone's wearing masks. There's nothing to do with that. This is a mask that you portray where you may be giving off signals that you're someone that you're not. You may be giving off signals that you're not letting love in, but really you want to let it in, so you're giving off the wrong signals. You may be doing that as a defensive thing. So drop the mask and let things come. Let's read it again. Drop your mask and trust that what happens will help you to move forward. So be yourself, that's the word. Be yourself, number 3. Don't try and be something you're not. I don't think you're doing that in a nasty way. I just think you may be trying to please all the people all the time, and you can't do that. It's nice that you want to, but you can't do that. Ease off a bit, and I think the lover will love you more than he or she does at the moment. Let's try the second one. Earth card again. Give yourself permission to heal, and it will come. Well, that tells me you've been hurt in the past, romantically, and you're fighting about letting people get close. And that can be lovers, but it can also mean friends and family. If you've been hurt by somebody in the past and you're still feeling the wounds from that, metaphorically, you need to give yourself permission to heal. Once again, something much easier said than done. But if you're hurting inside, allow yourself to heal from that now, and maybe you'll move on and things will become easier and the love will come more than it is at the moment. Give yourself permission to heal and it will come. That's the words on that card. Let's try another one. We do 4 of these. Another earth card. What's this one? Healing will begin with the food on your plate. Make wise choices. That doesn't really mean actual fish and chips or steak and kidney pudding. The food on your plate means what you've got to play with, what you've got. The love you've got to give out. That's what it means. Healing will begin with what you have. Make wise choices. Find out what your choices are. Write down your options on the kitchen table on a notepad or something. See what your choices are. Make the wise choices and things will get better. This reading is telling you to be proactive, really, to move a bit more, be less demanding, sort out what your choices are, the food on your plate, as they put it, and then things should turn out to be good. Last one with a water card here. Trust your intuition and care for yourself and others. So, when it says allow yourself to heal, the next card says care for yourself. So don't just care for everyone else, which you do, care for others as the card says, but care for yourself as well, number 3. I hope you understand all this because, as I said, it won't resonate with all of you, but I believe that if you're proactive now, you can make this love affair far less complicated than it is. I think there are obstructions in the way that have no need to be there whatsoever. You just need to chill out, go with the flow, don't rush things. If someone's taking their time, give them a bit longer. You can't put up with that forever, of course. And then I think the love from them will come to you. In other words, the less you try, the more you'll get, I believe. You may be trying too hard. I think you know what I mean, number 3. Thank you so much for watching that, especially if you're alone or lonely. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Subscribers help me run the channel and give you these free readings. Make some comments below, that's very important because I'll answer all of them. If you want to comment privately, go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com, and you can email me there in private. If you want a reading from me, you can book me on my website. If I'm not free, one of the team that work for me will help you, and they're brilliant because I only pick the best. If they work for me, they've got to be good. That's davidcharlespsychic.com. I'll read for you from anywhere in the world on the telephone. Thank you so much for watching this. Click the bell icon and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Please subscribe. What else is there? Share me with Facebook and all that stuff. Mainly, thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful for you. If you didn't resonate with this, go to one of my other readings. There's dozens on my channel, and I'm sure they will help you. Thank you so much, number 3. See you soon. We'll get ready for number 4. Well, if you pick number 4, the next one's for you. Here we go. This is a pick a card reading, as you know, and it's a timeless reading, which means you can find it today or in 10 years from today. I hope I'm still around. You'll find this reading, number 4, when Spirit want you to find it. That means you found this today, you chose number 4, and there will be a message in here for you somewhere, number 4. It won't all resonate with you, but take in what does and ignore what doesn't, or go to my other readings. There's dozens on my channel. This is about, does he really love you, or does she really love you? And there are a few complications, but I'll tell you all the really good stuff at the very end. So stay with me till the end, because the good stuff is at the end, the negatives come first. A special thank you for you if you're watching alone or you're lonely. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Number 4, hope you don't mind me calling you number 4. I don't know your first name. But here we go. First of all, this reading indicates a possible loss, which means you could lose some money, you could lose each other, you and your lover, you could fall out and lose each other. It can mean in a bad situation, loss of a job, but this isn't what that reading's. This reading isn't about that. This is about love. So I don't think it's anything to do with jobs or anything nasty or anything like that. But be careful with possessions at the same time, number 4. Look after your wallet, your purse, your handbag. Purse in America, handbag in the UK. Look after your possessions, your iPhones and that sort of thing. And don't lend people money. Not even to your lover, because you'll lose it. That's the way this is, because it's a love reading. There are signs here, number 4, that you're not looking after yourself. This comes up in so many readings. It can be that you're highly stressed. If you are, I believe it's to do with the love life, because that's what this is about. I think your love life is causing you stress, and you may not be looking after yourself. You may be drinking alcohol or something, too much, perhaps smoking or something even worse. Or maybe you're just not eating properly. I think some of you have got a problem number 4, with your eating at the moment. One or two of you have had that before as well. Not all of you, of course. It'll only resonate with some of you. I think the messages from Spirit, number 4, are of arguments, quarrels. There's a lot of negativity in this reading, but it ends okay, so stay with me till the end. Arguments, quarrels, bickering. As I mentioned earlier, if the spirits predict arguments, it means avoid them, because you won't win, you'll lose. Don't get involved in other people's arguments either. Conflict is not good. Looking after yourself is vitally important. A lot of you, number 4, are coming over as very beautiful, very attractive. A lot of you have very beautiful eyes. Is that you, number 4? I can see your eyes. I'm looking into them right now. A lot of you have beautiful eyes, and your eyes, number 4, are the windows to your soul. So they're the bit that give everything away. As I always say, you can look at a person, the fingernails are dead, the skin is dead, the hair is dead. Everything you see when you look at someone is dead, but the eyes are alive. So it's true what they say, if someone doesn't look you in the eyes, they may be a bit shifty, so it can be true. But for me, number 4, your message for me from the Spirit is that you have beauty. This came up in one of the early readings, but yours is physical as well as emotional, spiritual. So you're a beautiful character. You don't deserve to be in arguments. You don't deserve to not look after yourself. You need to cherish yourself, to eat good food all the time, not just now and again, to not smoke too much. It's like a lecture, isn't it? But that's what the spirits are saying. Look after yourself, number 4. Don't get involved in conflict at the moment, and that includes legal arguments. If you're going through a divorce, it's not a good time for arguing. I said if. If you're arguing with people even at work, it's not good, you're going to lose. Your reading, number 4, as you may know, if you know about tarot, indicates temptation. This means that you will be tempted pretty soon, if not already, to do something out of character. You may be tempted, number 4, to do something that you wouldn't normally do. And it's almost like the spirit world are testing you out, just to see how you react, how you respond to temptation. Now, because it's a love reading, you may be tempted to do something romantically that you may regret. So if you have a lover or a husband or a wife, don't be tempted to stray or to do naughty things. Don't be tempted even to chat up people, even though you intend nothing to become of it. Don't do things you'll regret. And importantly, number 4, don't say things you'll regret either, because you cannot unsay things. Once you've said them, you can say sorry, but you can't take them back. You can't unsay things. So, I believe, number 4, that some of you have mediumship qualities, not just psychic qualities. Some of you could do mediumship. Some of you have magical personalities, which means that you can almost conjure up stuff like I do with my witchcraft work. Some of you may be into witchcraft, which I think is wonderful, as long as it's white witchcraft. And I think a lot of you, number 4, are venturing on the realms of spirituality that other spiritualists don't bother with, or they don't like. Maybe witchcraft. You may be finding that your interest in witchcraft is growing and your interest in mediumship is growing. So I think you're guided by spirit, and you're picking up the spirits of your close friends and family as well for them, so you could help them with that. In other words, you could have a friend who wants you to contact their spirit guides, their mum or dad or someone they've lost. And that may be becoming a bit more of an interest to you, number 4. Not all of you, as I keep saying, but some of you are into mediumship, some of you are into witchcraft, and I think your interest is healthy, it's good, don't worry about that. But don't be tempted to do something you may regret, number 4. That's the main message with your love life. Don't be tempted to do something out of character. Don't be tempted to do something you may regret, because temptation is coming, trust me. It will come to test you out, as I said. Watch you don't lose something, keep your doors locked. Watch you don't lose your heart to the wrong person, because losing something can mean that. But it can also mean losing each other when you fall out with your lover. So you've got to be careful about that. especially because the reading also indicates a brand new start. So you may be falling out of one love affair, and I have to tell you the good and the bad, but you may be entering into a brand new one. However, number 4, it can also mean that you're getting rid of all the problems that you have with your lover and starting over again, all over again. Maybe you've got a returning lover that you knew some time back, way back, and you're falling in love all over again. If you are, that's usually frowned upon in these readings, but not this one. I believe that if you're seeing someone from the past and falling in love again, it will be stronger than it was the first time, and you'll realise that losing each other was a mistake, that was avoidable, but probably right at that time. Anyway, so the message here is look after yourself, eat properly, get lots of sleep, exercise, all the usual things. Take notice of your psychic, deeper than that, mediumship qualities. Watch you don't lose something. If you have a child, and some of you do, there's good stuff about that. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's at least one child for most of you, number 4. If you're not actually a mother or dad now, you will be in the future. And I think it won't be too far before that happens. I think you'll have, the child that you have will be blessed with the same spirituality that you have, number 4. What you don't need right now to mess with your spiritual stuff is arguments, lack of care for yourself, all the things I've mentioned, they need to be gotten rid of. You need to care for yourself and make sure you're looking after yourself. Don't get smoking or drinking too much. Keep out of arguments, watch out for losses, and things are going to change, and they're going to change for the better. I don't believe that you're getting much love in at the moment, but I think you're going to. So we've got 4 readings today. 2 of them involved loads of love coming in. 2 of them need a bit of work. And I think number 4, a lot of you, maybe while you're watching this, may need to work on your love life to get it to, well, to get some love coming in your way. Because I think you need love to function. I think once love starts to come your way, well, you don't need love to function, but you may believe that you do. But once love starts to come your way, number 4, I think all the negatives here in this reading will vanish before your very eyes. And I really mean that. The temptation will go, you'll be looking after yourself better. The 2 things go hand in glove. While you've got all these negatives, you can't receive love because you're not ready for it, or you're fighting it off inadvertently. And while you've got no love coming in, you get these negatives. So you need to get rid of the negatives. Look after yourself, rest yourself, don't argue. Don't be picked on either, but don't argue unnecessarily or lose. Don't do things that are tempting that you may regret. And there's a person around you on this side of life who is very spiritual, number 4, and you may know who she is. I think it's a lady. If you're a man, it could be a man, but I think if you're a lady, you have a lady friend who is a spirit guide on this plane, a spiritualist, I should say. Your spirit guides are what got you to watch this video. But there's a lady around you who's spiritual, a lot like you. You may travel up and down to see her now and again. She may live quite close, but some of you, I think she lives quite a way away. You know who she is, I can tell by your eyes. I can tell by your eyes, number 4, you know who she is. As I said, it could be a chap, but I think it's a girl. And she can read you like a book because she knows what you're going through, and you're going through a bit of aggro at the moment. She knows that. She's a lovely, peaceful girl, and she can help you through this. So talk to her, get on the phone. But I think at the moment, number 4, you've got not as much love coming in as I'd like to see, but it's going to change. All you have to do is change all this, and it will change, believe me. Let's check out the Oracle cards and see if they back up what I've told you today. Thank you so much for watching this, for staying with me till now, especially those of you who are alone, because that means a lot to me, especially if you're lonely. Right. My name's David Charles. Did I tell you that? David Charles, International Psychic Medium in the UK in beautiful North Devon. The first Oracle card says to me, for you, things not turning out how you had hoped. Try to see the positives in the situation. Well, that's exactly what I've just told you to do. So that card, and they've been shuffled, That card backs up exactly what I told you. See the positives, get rid of these negatives, and things, you'll see the positives in the situation, in other words. That's good. So number 4. Are you with me? It won't apply to all of you, as I said, but we'll see. Let's try another oracle card. This is a water one, a water card. Beautiful picture, look at that. It looks like Lake, it always reminds me of Lake Louise in Canada, that one. It could be anywhere, it could be the Rockies in America. You have a desire to move on and search for something more meaningful. Well, that's backing up what I said as well, because there's not so much love coming in as you would like. You may have the desire to move on and search for something more meaningful. If you take these stresses with you, you're wasting your time. You've got to sort them out first. You've got to be calmer. You've got to chill down, chill out. Whatever the word is these days, you've got to stay calm. You've got to look after yourself and try to work out everything so that you're less stressed. Talk to your friend, the psychic one. If she's not psychic, she should be, so she probably doesn't realise it. But just read that one again. You have a desire to move on and search for something more meaningful. You can do that, but sort out the stresses first. Okay, number 4. Let's try the third. When we do 4 of these, fire card, you come into your own, continue to move forward. There we are. You've come into your own, lots of candles there. Continue to move forward. All of these cards are backing up the reading I've given you. It's time for you to change things. It's time for you to change yourself and to be kinder to yourself. I think you're not being very kind to yourself for the reasons, I'm not sure why. It may be that you've lost some of your confidence and self-worth. And number 4, you need it back. You have beauty, as I said, inside and out. Let's try one more. This is a water card. It's time to let go of the old, worn out, so that new can come in. There you are. That's like an old lighthouse or something. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that new can come in. All of these cards have backed up the reading, which is saying let go of the old, bad habits, self-neglect sometimes. Let go of the old and allow new to come in. Then love will come. I promise you love will come, number 4. It may not be as strong at the moment as you'd like, but the potential is there. If you have a lover and they're not seeming to give you as much love as you'd like, it doesn't mean they don't love you, because the reading is called Does He Love You? It just means that they may be finding it hard to give it to you at the moment, to show it to you, because you're being so stressed and worried and you're going through anxiety and that sort of thing, and you need to change it. So I'm glad you watched this, because it's going to help you so much. It may not be a lottery winning video for you. You may not win the lottery, but it's giving you pointers in the right direction. And I'm so glad you watched this, because it means that you may have needed to. And your spirit guides have got you to watch this for a reason, number 4. Thank you so much for watching this, especially if you're alone, as I said. If you want a proper reading with me on the phone from anywhere in the world, go to davidcharlespsychic.com. That's my website. And if I'm not free on there, one of the team that work for me will help you. And they're the best, because I only employ the best. That's davidcharlespsychic.com. And please subscribe if you haven't done so. I need subscribers, because it helps me run the channel, give these free readings. Click the bell icon, and you'll be notified every time I bring a new video out, every couple of days, every 2 or 3 days. Please comment below if you'd like to, and I'll answer. Always answer my comments. If you want to talk to me privately, go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com, and you can email me there, and I'll answer there. Share me with your friends, please, and click like and all that stuff. And thank you so much for watching. And before you go, number 4, I'll tell you my motto. My motto is this: think lucky and you'll be lucky. Think love and you'll be loved. And of course, I love every single one of you. See you soon. Take care. Catch you later. Bye-bye.